The beauty of life, the tragedy of life, the fullness of life was just constantly on display.
A powerful moment. It's
planned for it to be on the day of my dad's passing.
I feel like sports don't betray you in moments like this. The things that are supposed to happen in these sporting events, they happen.
Getting to go to my dad's practices were kind of the first few memories I had of basketball.
I mean, they had a ball in their hands from the day they were born.
Usually like a 2-on-2, my dad and me against Adrian McGregor.
He looked up to Justin Jefferson, he looked up to Patrick Mahomes, Steph Curry.
He loved sports, that he had these big goals and big dreams.
You know, Owen would come to him and say, "Make varsity next year, I want to play for you next year, coach."
I loved that so much. And that was a small dream of his, to be honest. Let's go, Owen!
He always had these lofty ambitions.
It's gonna be epic.
Owen was just very lethargic.
He would talk about his leg hurting.
He was diagnosed with leukemia when he was 5. That just turned our world upside down. He never showed fear.
Once we recognized how much hope there was, we can beat this. We
can beat this, yeah.
Buddy, welcome home.
I actually made a cancer book for Owen. Took all the pictures and I wrote in it, and he was so proud of that. He would take it to school and say, "I survived cancer." He would show people his cancer book.
Yeah.
I'm a hero, because he was.
We knew there'd be an adverse impact from the brain radiation because that's what the science said.
A little bit.
As we noticed a degradation that exceeded this 2 to 5%, we started hoping it was just chemo brain.
We just kept thinking, oh, it's gonna get better. But then we noticed just how delayed he was.
You'd kind of see this glaze in his eye, like he was looking through you. But once in a while, it would clear up. So he had this level of intelligence that surpassed, whatever had happened to his brain. And then the sports stats. Then he started to really branching out into seeing these athletes, recognizing, oh, there's a person that, I'd like to be like. Shoot it! And so of course it starts, I'm gonna wear their jersey, or I might learn their victory dance, I might follow their stats.
He loved sports. We talked about sports. We talked about basketball.
He was talking about how he wanted to be in the NBA for years. He came to a realization that, you know what, maybe I'm not good enough for the NBA, but
I think I'm gonna have to settle for the G League. That really expressed who he was.
He never felt
like he couldn't.
Let's go, Owen!
He was part of the teams.
Let's go, Owen!
He looked forward to practices, he looked forward to games.
I think that's one of their biggest bonds with their dad is basketball.
It was just me and my dad in the gym. Like, no one sees it. Being in the gym with just him also builds that relationship with him. Work hard and be successful really together.
Reece is a very passionate guy, and he loves his kids, to the core.
He knew our potential, and that's where that love and passion came from to us. I just want you to be your best.
He's literally one of the best leaders that have been around in my life.
Reece started not feeling well. He started losing a little bit of weight. He's like, I think I need to go to the doctor. The school nurse had called and said he was getting these blinding headaches. Yeah, something's wrong.
Something's not right with your boy.
They got him into surgery the next morning. After we found out what kind of tumor it was, what does the rest of his life look like, or how much time we have with him?
One of our teachers here at the high school, she was mentioning to me, like, oh, have you heard about Owen? She said, oh, well, it's not good, limited on time. We're thinking about doing a graduation early for him. In that moment, it was just like, I was just remembering all these conversations I had with Owen about being on the varsity team.
I'm at the pharmacist and she goes, hey, are you excited for Thursday night? And I was like, what's Thursday? Well, your boy's gonna be starting. I was like, gosh, this thing's bigger than Owen.
When we get there, the entire gym was packed.
And the senior, standing 6'3" number 14, Owen.
There's a picture of Owen coming down the basketball tunnel. And what I notice is all the people behind. It was overwhelmingly wonderful. You know, that's something I'll never forget. The look on his face after he scored. And he was just standing there looking around like he was a superstar, because he was.
What ended up happening on the scoreboard that night is completely irrelevant to anything else. It was a moment that Owen needed, his family needed, our community needed. It was bigger than him, it was bigger than me, bigger than anybody there, was bigger than all of us.
That look on his face, like, wow, this is all for me.
To be honest, we had a solid season. Doesn't really matter compared to the moments that we were able to create with that night alone.
December 11th was the day that he got diagnosed. When it was told to me, it was an absolute gut punch. That was his plan. This is not going to change. I plan to still coach. He would finish chemo, and he's like, I want to stop at practice.
Reece constantly was, calling me, talking about basketball stuff.
It's kind of a retreat from reality. You're living in the moment.
That is their safe place. That is where they can shut their mind off and they can just play basketball.
It's a 2-hour break of nothing but just kind of getting to enjoy the moment.
We had the hospital bed was right here, and they all brought chairs, and he is giving them a pep talk as they go into playoffs. They said they are doing it for Coach, but he wanted them to do it for them. And then it happened, and it felt like time stopped for a minute, for a lot of minutes.
First thing I did was I texted Adric, just let him know, like, hey, buddy, like, you don't need to play tonight. He texted back, no, I'm gonna play.
He was telling me that whatever happens, no matter what, you're going to play. As soon as I stepped on that court, it felt like he was just right there with me. My God, were holding my hand as I got through that day and that game.
She hit this level, I don't even think she realized she was in it. I think she was just escaping and she was playing basketball. And I don't even think she knew she was on a mission, but she was on a mission.
We got into the locker room and my coach comes in and she was like, Allie has all 29 of our points.
She set the tone for what that night was gonna be.
She ends up going for 41 points, an unforgettable performance in every sense of the word.
She didn't bat an eye while she was out there. She just competed for 4 quarters. And I remember as soon as she came out of the locker room, I walked over to her and I'm like, I am so proud of you. I have no words to say that to watch what you just did was unbelievable.
You know, Riker was going through the exact same emotions that those kids were, and Riker showed up and did his job that day too. You know, Riker was our manager, he'd been there all year. Riker was there filling water bottles, Riker was there going and getting me paper towels. That's how they handled that day.
Watching my sister play that game was amazing, but I know that my dad was hyped seeing that up there. And then Adric doing what he always does.
More from Jenkin. Alley-oop to Jenkin, the 2-hand flush around the arc. He ends up in the corner with it and splashes it down from 3.
We knew he was close to his 2,000 mark.
Adric Jenkin goes for 34 points.
When he scored it, called a timeout. And when the table announced it and everyone starts clapping.
I can still see it and just like looking up at the crowd with his hands on his knees and just smiling. It was amazing for him.
I can only imagine how proud Reece had to have been watching that in heaven, which I know he was.
And the power of a moment can shape you a little bit different. Changes your perspective.
And there's a story that transcends beyond the point spreads or the wins and losses.
These great moments, this is again an example of how sports are bigger than all of us.